awakening from our slumber down under, shaking off the dust, the Barbie and the Fosters, Phoenix-esque, rising to meet the day. We're not following any prophetic prophecy preached by anyone. It's a personal path, a pilgrimage of predetermined musical reactions, reaching a pinnacle. That could be goofy and corny, but it's what we're doing. We started out this copyright and trademark to someone else magical mystery tour with Tom McDonald, Webby, and a few other up church every morning for months. But our path proceeded forwards. I didn't know, but there was a projection to bigger things or different things or other fandoms were waiting on the path, but they were. But we are having some remembrances. I didn't think I was going to, but it turns out there's visions of the early days and the up church and all that other stuff that is the foundation of the bus riders and the smoky rooms that I feel comfortable in. Well, that grew too, until we get all the way up to this. Aesop Rock. We're currently doing The Impossible Kid from beginning to end, enjoying the wonderful rendition of The Shining in the background, trying not to get lost within the incredible lexicon, vocabulary on fire being spit with nothing but skill. But this one looks like, well, is that yesterday? So, certain parts of the morning are going to become parts of the everyday because they get released, they're current, or I'm curious. And I'm grateful for that. So, for the people joining me on this little pilgrimage of reactionary remembrance, if you're not, hey, if you're interested, you could like and subscribe. You could come along and visit us again. There's links down below to the original clip and any other pertinent information you might want to use. With that all being said, let's check this out. Hey, you know what hasn't changed yet? The pilgrimage path does not have technical prowess. No, I am still technologically illiterate almost. No vision has increased my ability to do my job.
Couldn't get. And he couldn't get out.
All right.
And he couldn't get out. Couldn't get.
I like
And he
that.
couldn't get out. Couldn't get. And he couldn't get out.
Yo, welcome to the pop off, some pop sauce.
We bang, 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 bang out loud.
Ready on the left with a face full of death.
We slanged out, bang out now.
This is an episode disco.
New York tycoon, memorandum, bonanza banner. Click, funk out the fishbowl. Gorgeous house, struggling gills, wriggle out water, ain't it? Samescape is the wall, smaller with paranoia plaintiffs. The robo, komodo, promos, and patience. Air like to this jittery, drooling mess. Bitterly unruly, on mud hooker alert. He ushered dirt to the kick circus. Deflected labor at the questions fielded the field workers. Please. feet, a 10-foot pole, the baptized little Linus minus the lap riding tease. Evolution is a later depleter, seeker, needy sheep, idle feeder, beware. Once complete, you might not want to be there. Dead straw to gold bar, spin fighter, lost and bound in a spin, kittens, incisors, the Aphrodite all over the burgle of a purple heart compartment. March the burgundy carpet, alarmed and bar too parched to bark it. Lil Abner, a real firecracker, grows to throw both with.
Okay. I don't want to do that, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know it would be a lot easier, but it ain't my thing. And this is seems like some teeth references. I think it'd be appropriate to say it's a mouthful.
Needy sheep, idle feeder, beware. Once complete, you might not want to be there. Dead straw to gold bar, spin fighter, lost and bound in a spin, kittens, incisors, the Aphrodite all over the burgle of a purple heart compartment. March the burgundy carpet, alarmed and bar too parched to bark it. Lil Abner, a real firecracker, grows to throw bows with vehicular hijackers. To eavesdrop, plots, cops hired a wiretapper. That's a whippersnapper trapped beneath my grip on a fire ladder. Drums of a two devil, the ones of it a line tone. Punch stupid ticks that they find homes like 3 ruby clips. Roof is on fire where Snoopy sits right now. You should have yourself in the foot when it was in your mouth.
Thieves in the strokes, deep freeze, you pose for the disease that grows underneath the toes. Hold up a reason y'all fold that seems to glow. Now we can all breathe slow once the beans explode.
Go deep, ho, you never got the grit right. Bark fame, but you never put the grit down. Walk styles, but you never got the grit right. Put the grit down, grit right, get down. This is an epidog disco. Defamation of dog and pony. Grappled out, chintzy, chipping Leo Da Vinci.
God, never put the. God, it's just. For some weird reason, I'm just taking this shot in the dark because this is the weird crap I do here. The grip line makes me think of like putting in dentures. I still think this. Well, what? The video definitely makes me think of getting your teeth, and the whole first line makes me think of says they're not as white and crispy as I wish they were, but I think one cavity and okay, maybe two. 2 cavities and 1 pulled tooth in 52 years. So if anything, it's just while I. Now, of course, we're talking about this enough. The computer is now going to sell me dental care for the next month, nonstop. It's the TV. The TV's listening. Obviously, Aesop Rock here with this fire-ass bars that I'm kind of going with, and that's okay. I was starting way back there and trying to ease myself into this. There's a lot of... Sound like even Little Abner, I'm not even familiar enough. That comic strip's so old. I know it was a comic strip. It's so old, I'm not sure how the reference... I don't know enough about Little Abner to know why it fit in there. But I'm kind of grateful it did. I mean, is that worth anything? I think it's fun, even though I'm... I'd have to go back and hear this a few times. I'd be listening to this over and over before I... quite follow everything, getting a couple things lost on me, but not much. But I'm sure there's kick-ass channels that do bar breakdown. They got this shit down pat. Go check that out. Come back and we'll have weird random ideas about teeth. I'm just saying. I ain't going nowhere, but I might not be the best at interpreting what the hell this is about.
But dog disco, defamation of dog and pony. Grappled out, chintzy, chipping Leo Da Vinci phony. Pushing king and help nobody, nobody got you. Right. Well, biggest brother's watching bigger brother, watching big brother watch you. Nothing says circus fun, fight like nuclear holocaust. Number breakfast on a terrace. Hash browns in peril. Old Ironside's a good ship lobby popper. Davy Jones still got a locker. Octa operas more than docs and soccer mom. Now before you kick your feet up, I'm married and divorced. Mother Nature after sweet talking that old hag out of a prenup. This information's neither bragging nor
there. That line was awesome. Broke up with Mother Nature after conning her out of a prenup or something like that. Not exact, but...
The opera's more than docs and soccer mom. Now before you kick your feet up, I'm married and divorced. Mother Nature after sweet talking that...
Oh, put your feet up. I married and divorced Mother Nature.
Soccer mom. Before you pick your feet up, I'm married and divorced. Mother Nature after sweet talking that old hag at
After sweet talking that old hag out of a prenup. Nice. And honestly, for all, there you go. If the first moment you realize most of society is a contractual agreement, then the prenup might not be as stupid as you think. Even my honey bunny and I talked about that. Let's just say you're mad love. Okay. Well, then put down everything you mean, think, and care about in your mad love in that prenup. And when it goes south, sit down, read that shit, go your separate ways. Stop bringing that third party in to rain on your parade, collect off you. And I know this has nothing to do with this, but honestly, think about that shit for a minute. I mean, everything is a contract. Well, if you're going to make a contract with God, maybe make a contract with each other. Cut the state out of the whole thing. Just a idea. Thank you, sir. That helped. I like that.
Now, before you pick your feet up, I'm married and divorced. Mother Nature after sweet talking that old hag out of a prenup. This information's neither braggadocio nor secret. Just so happens now the world is technically not yours. Peanut day in the life of a carny dog-faced boy living large while Springer smoking beanies wrapped in bacon. At night is
Carny dog-faced boy. I kind of like that reference. But
just so happens now the world is technically not yours. Peanut day in the life of a carny dog-faced boy living large while Springer smoking beanies wrapped in bacon. At night is get busy disease leaking. Pig mark and he say, she say, hey Jesus, turn peg legs to Adidas on a downstroke. And they like, what's up with the name? I tell them y'all made Bazooka Tooth. I was about to ask the same, but before you curfew the city and shut down every block, I'd like to say I still ain't top the head of the rock like these in the stroke.
Freeze your post for the disease that grows underneath the toes. Hold up a reason y'all fold that seems to glow. Now we can all breathe slow once the beams explode.
Go deep, ho. You never got the grit right. Mark fame, but you never put the grit down. Walk styles, but you never got the grit right. Put the grit down, grit right, get down.
yeah, I have no
And he
clue
couldn't
what
get
this
out.
shit's in.
Couldn't get in, and he couldn't get out.
No clue.
Couldn't get in, and he couldn't get out. Couldn't get in, and he couldn't get out.
You know what? I don't have to completely understand to know I liked it. And even if it's not everyday listening anymore. Well, okay. I think we've come far enough that I personally, yeah, it seems cool enough. I just go back and keep, I mean, I think what it is Aesop Rock stuff makes me think about all kinds of stuff outside of the box when a lot of the other rap I listen to, which is in my heart already, still is very, it has a mess. The message is the message, and maybe it's 2 layers deep. I don't know. I would say this guy's stuff is sort of like the multiverse to me. I mean, I think it could take you wherever you need to be taken, and I believe I'm paraphrasing Mike for sure. So, I'm not saying my ideas are fresh. I'm just saying I'm starting to see it more clearly. The moment it sinks in, then it won't be plot point theater, and we'll just move forward. I'll be confident enough to go, yo, welcome back. Rats, rabbit holes, because Aesop Rock up with Freeze here. It's next new one, blah, blah, blah. I'm not quite there yet, but we're working on it. This is an outcome of the foundation of the channel, the bus riders, the lounge, and everything that came from throwing down on Upchurch every morning. So it's definitely part of the path. I think we're going to call it at that and move on. The pilgrimage continues. I am almost to the green, lush island adventure spot that marks the end of my trip. But here we're on the streets. with maybe life lessons, whatever you might take from it. We keep moving on.